Good job. So today we are going to discuss voting methods, mixed lesson and content explanation. I can adjust based on, you know, how much you know already. And if we have time, we will look at some more questions and also fair division. So this topic that we are going into has a lot of methods to learn. Voting methods have many methods to learn. Fair division, they have many divisions methods to learn. So it's a matter of learning those methods and applying them. There's a lot of methods, and it could be confusing sometimes. So hopefully today we can get some practice. Looks like you have completed. You have look at the voting methods. You provided a border count as a kind of voting methods. Have you do you think you are from 1 to 10? 1 is not very good, 10 is very good. How comfortable are you with this voting method so far? Do you think you are very good, 10, or not very good, 1, or somewhere in between? 8. Wow, good. So you have studied. Let me see. I think you missed the assignment yesterday. Did you? Let me see. Have you completed the building the robot assignments? Okay, so you did a pizza party. Great. Do you use the videos posted on the screen? Let me see. Building robot was hard. Pizza party was hard. Okay, I saw your submission of building robot. You turned it in this morning. Good. I was worried yesterday when I graded. Yes, that's why we want to look at this topic today. And uh, you have border count, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. If any method you need more recap, I have so you can download the PowerPoint as usual in a pod below. Look for July 7th PowerPoint. I have two. One is for voting methods, one is for fair divisions. All right, so for voting methods, these are, make sure you already look at the content. If you have not, these are all the methods that could be asked. You could be asked to compare these methods in the quiz questions. So you do need to have a good notes of how different methods are done, and you sometimes for each question you have to do a couple methods and compare them. Okay. Say, okay, this method you're gonna get this result, and this method is gonna get different results. So we have majority rules, runoff methods, sequential runoff methods. So it's a different version of runoff methods. Pairwise comparison, and also sometimes they call it sequential pairwise runoff. So you compare them and then you eliminate them. Condorcet method, Borda Count Method, approval voting methods. Sometimes I found this is the tricky part is if this is new to me and I'm just learning this methods, and then the question asks me, okay, do this method and this method. And then I probably panic, right? Okay, am I doing this right? I think this, I have to do this. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, so yeah, so take good notes. Have a good side notes with you when you do those questions can help. So when we talk about majority rules, remember these terms, you could just be asked as a definition questions. What are the properties of majority rules? It could be anonymous, with all voters treated equally. That is, the weight of each voter is the same. If any two voters switch ballots before submitting them, the outcome will be the same. So that's what it means. It should be neutral, with all candidates treated equally. That is, if a new election was held and every voter reversed her or his vote, the outcome would be reversed as well. It's called neutral. Majority rule should be monotone. If a new election is held and a voter changes his ballot in favor of the winning candidate, that candidate must be the winner of the new election. Okay, so take note of these three terms for majority rules, desirable properties. Okay, any question on this? Okay. So first, before we go into different methods, I want to just quickly talk about what is a preference table. In a questions, in a quiz, you will be given a preference table. Okay. So you need to understand how it's done so that you know how to get information from it. Preference table is a table to rank the preference of the voters. Okay, let's say I am giving a ballot like this, and I ask you to rank your favorite drink from 1 to 3. Okay, first place, second place, third place. Okay, so everybody who ranks to make a vote in this ranking, I collect them. Okay, let's say Will rank Coca-Cola as a first place, Sprite second place, and root beer third place. And Keisha ranked Sprite first place, root beer second place, and Coke third place. So these are all the results. And this is not the preference table yet. So I have to kind of like summarize this result in a preference table. So here's the result. So now I'm gonna collect results that are similar. So let's say Will rank Coke first, Sprite second, and root beer the third. So and Peyton also ranked Coke first, Sprite second, root beer the third, as well as Jacobs. So I have 3 results that have this ranking. So I collect them in one column. Okay. Let's see. So 3 of the 3 votes voting Coke first, Sprite second, and root beer third. These are from Will, Peyton, and Jacobs. Okay, and second one is from somebody. 2 people voted Sprite first, root beer second, and Coke third. So these are preference table. Any questions on this? Reese? No questions? Okay, so now we're going to using preference table from the content election theory page 2. We're going to find a winner using plurality methods. So since you say you already know what is plurality methods, okay, do you think right now you can type on your own words how do we get the winner of the plurality method? I have quite video to review if we need to. Alright, so in this case, who will be the winner? This is the preference table, and this is 18 people has this vote. Voted A number 1, first place, B to second place, C third place, and D fourth place. Okay, and so based on this preference table, who would be the winner under plurality method? The winner is the one with the most first place votes. Correct. Okay. Good job. First vote count is, you count A has 18. Look at the first place only. And B is 8. B, the 2 column B has first place, so you will combine them. Combine the 7 plus 1, give you 8. And C is 13. Combine 6 and 7 to get 13, and D is 11. Okay. So the winner as plurality method is A, because he has the highest first place vote. Alright, now we're going to review, that was the easiest one. Now we're going to review the runoff methods using preference table from the content. We're going to do the runoff method. First, you must restrict the field to the 2 candidates with the most first place votes using the method described in previous section. Then, give the remaining 2 candidates new ranking according to the following rule. If a voter prefers candidate A to B. Okay, so then give A rank 1 and B rank 2. So we're going to do restrict the field to 2 candidates with the most first place vote. So in this case, based on this table, which 2 candidates out of A, B, C, D will we restrict it to do the runoff method? We know A for sure because A has the highest first place vote, right? Who has the second highest first place vote? Go back to look at the second highest first place vote is C. So now we're going to restrict it to A and C. So this is how it's going to look. So those I highlight are the candidates that are chosen. B and D is out. Okay, B and D out of this runoff method, they're out because they are not among the 2 highest first place vote. After you restrict it to A and C, you rewrite them in a table, and now you count again who has the highest first place vote. Any questions on writing this table? Okay, good. So A has 19 first place vote and C has 31 first place vote. So C is the winner based on the runoff method. Okay, good. Then the next kind of runoff methods is called sequential runoff. And sometimes they call it plurality with elimination. Using preference table from the content, this is the same table that we are looking at. Now we are going to use a plurality with elimination methods. Okay. So we know these are our first place vote. A has 18, B is 8, C is 13, and D is 11. So first round we will eliminate the candidate that has the lowest first place vote, which is B. Okay, so B is eliminated. We cross it out. Now we rewrite the table. So just eliminate B and move everybody up. Okay, this is a new table. Now since these two tables, after we eliminated B, the sequence of the preference are the same, I can basically combine these two votes. 6 plus 7 equal to 13. All right. Just so that I can count easily, or you can do it mentally as well if you know what's going on. And then we're not done yet. We are going to eliminate another lowest candidate until we have the majority. So now look at this table. We're going to recount the first place vote. So after the round 1, this is the new first place vote. A has 19 votes, C is 20, and D 11. So since D has the lowest first place vote, I'm going to eliminate D. Okay, D is gone. And this is our new table. I can combine the duplicate rows, or you can do it mentally. And we know C is the winner with 31. First place vote is the highest among A and C. Okay. So is it good? Are you any questions on this? All right. So it's good that you're already familiar with this method. Now me going over it is probably help you to strengthens what you already understand. So next kind of voting method is called sequential pairwise with agenda. Okay, sequential pairwise with agenda. Here's a video for students who need help. You can click on the link to watch the video. We're using a preference table from content, the same table. We're going to do sequential pairwise with agenda. So meaning we are going to pick agenda that's given. Okay, they will give you agenda. Okay, in our content, they compare A with B first, and then the winner between A and B is going to be compared with C, and then the winner out of the second round compared with C is going to be compared with D, and then the winner of that will be the final winner. And then you can also switch the order of the candidates around, which what we call a different agenda. In the content, they also give you a comparison for candidate B and C, and also the winner between B and C will be competing with D, and then the winner out of the second round will be competing with A, and in the final round, the candidate of the final comparison will be the final winner. So in this video, in this session, we are going to use a different agenda and do the same as the practice, okay? So now we are going to find out the winner of a different agenda, D, B, C, A. Reese, you can use a paper, and then we can work it out together. So first, we are going to compare between D and B. So since we're going to compare between D and B, other candidates are not relevant at this point. I'm just using the table. I cover the other candidates. So between B and D, you will count their first place vote. Okay, B has 18 from here, 7 from here, and 1 from 6 from here and 1 from here, and B has 12 first place vote, whereas D D has first place over here, and also D is higher over here. I'm sorry, let me rephrase my sentence. When we do pairwise comparison, we only compare who is the higher. They don't need to be the first place. But once you cover the other, the one has the winning ranking is the winner. For example, for the first column, even B is in the second place and D as the fourth place. Even though B is not the first place, but B is still winning in this case. Okay, so B has the vote. Same goes to this column, because B is more preferable than D, so B is a winner. So you give the vote to B. So we compare the vote for the one who has a higher ranking will get the vote. Okay. So there we pair B and D, and B and D, B get 32, B is the winner. Next, based on agenda, next B will match with the next candidate in the agenda, which is C. So you can tell me who is the winner here. You can work it out, and when you're ready, you can type in chat box. B is the winner. Let's see. All right, B has 26 votes, because when you look at if B at the top, B get the vote. Yes, good job. You're fast. So B still wins. Next, because B win, B get to compete again with the candidate in the next agenda, which is A. Now B is going to compare with A. Okay. Now who is the winner in this round? When you're ready, type in the chat box. A is the winner. All right, good job. A is the winner. A has 35 votes. Remember to look. The one has a higher, the preferable ranking, get the vote. So A won. A is the final winner of pairwise comparison with agenda D, B, C, A. Okay, the agenda matter. Okay, sometimes if you change the agenda, you will not get the same winner. Are we good with this? Looks like you get this one. All right, so let's look at the next method, Condorcet method. So for Condorcet method, it's similar to pairwise comparison, except for Condorcet method, we will compare all the candidates with all possible pair. We compare all the possible pair candidates. Okay, the one candidate that beats all the candidates wins. It has to beat them all. We compare the same way, except we compare all of the pair, right? So A will be comparing with B, and then A will be comparing with C, A will compare with D, and then B will compare with C, B will compare with D, and C will compare with D. So all these possible pairs. So these are all the comparison that we are going to find. Now remember, just to make this video short, when you have to do this method alone by as a new questions, you will compare all of them. However, if you are, because we already compared 3 and we know some of the winner already, right? So we're just gonna compare the rest from that we haven't done. So from the work in the previous method, we already know that if A compare with B, A is a winner. When B compare with C, B is a winner. And B compare with D, B is a winner. Do the same way like you did in pairwise, except you're comparing all possible pairs. So now we're comparing A and C. I covered the other candidates. So compare A and C. C is the winner. It's the same way except just more work. Okay. And I do the same. A versus D. A is the winner. When I do A and D, I just look at A and D. I don't look at other candidates. A wins. Well, because Condorcet winner has to win all matches, right? And you know, if A, see, I was hoping A could win, right? A could beat all of them, could beat B, beat C, and beat D, but A lost to C, and so we can't. There's no Condorcet winner, and it happened. That's normal. So that Condorcet method is the only method that sometimes don't have a Condorcet winner. And also, if a voting preference table has a Condorcet winner, that winner also will be the winner of the pairwise comparison, the method before that. Because if that candidate wins everybody, doesn't matter where you put it in the agenda, it will still win. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you have a Condorcet winner, it will also be the winner of pairwise comparison. Okay, but if you have a pairwise comparison winner, it's not necessarily a Condorcet winner. Do you get that point, Reese? Yeah, with all agenda, like doesn't matter I put A first or second or third. If A is a Condorcet winner, doesn't matter what agenda I give in the order of the comparison in pairwise comparison, he will still win. That the candidate will still win. But vice versa is not true. Meaning, if you have a pairwise comparison winner, doesn't necessarily is a Condorcet winner. Okay, now we look at the next method called border counts. In our content, we have the content course already provided answer for border count. Okay, and there's a video of border count for you to look at. In general, for border count, you will assign a number for a candidate. Okay, let's say everybody who is the first place will get 4 points. Oh, let's see. Okay, so for border count, the content in this course have told us what number to use for first place. Okay, and if you follow that, then you will find the answer in the quiz and test. If you don't follow that, then you will not find the answer in the answer choice. Then you get all confused. See, the content already told you assign 3 points for first place, 2 points for second place, 1 point for third place, and 0 point for fourth place. And this should be the point system that you use when you do the quiz and test. Okay, so whenever A is the first place, you will give them points as 3 points. And like here, so just for example, let's do candidate A, okay? Candidate A. So candidate A has 18 first place vote. So candidate A has 18 times 3 points. On the second column, candidate A has 7 third place vote. So I got 7 third place vote will get 1 point. On the third column, candidate A has 6 second place vote. So 6 times 2. And on the fourth column, candidate A has 11 third place vote. So 11 times 1. And next will be 2 times, no, 1 times second place, which is 2. And the last column, candidate A has 7 of last place vote, which is 0. Then just do the math and you tally them up. And do the same thing for all candidates. The candidate that has the highest vote is the winner for Borda Count Method. Okay, are you good with the Borda Count Method? It's pretty straightforward. It's just tedious, like you said in the beginning. Good. And approval voting methods. Well, I need to approval voting methods. Okay, meaning some students are very confused with these methods. Okay. So let's say the question says, okay, the people who elect these candidates approve of the top 2 candidates. Meaning you're looking at the top 2 candidates. Whoever who are in the top two candidates will get the point. Okay, will get the vote. And the vote will count for 1 vote. Okay, so this is number of vote. So in this case, this is also from the content. So the top 2 candidates from the first row is A and B. So A and B will get the vote. So let me set it up. Because some students don't get it. They just count the vote for each of them in all 4 ranking. No, you just count on the top 2 ranking, which is, let me just draw something. We just worry about the top 2 ranking right here. Okay. And if they say they approve for the top 2, and it's the top 2 that I can count. The bottom 2 ranking don't count. Okay, they don't get vote. So now, let's count 8. How many votes does A get? Let me rewrite it. A get. Can you help me to count? How many votes does B get? So A from first column, A is in the top 2 ranking, and there are 18 people vote for him for A. So A get 18 votes. Second column, A doesn't get any vote. 7 people, none of them vote for A. And C, in the third column, A is among the top 2 ranking, so A got the vote. And how many votes he gets? 6. And He doesn't get any vote at the fourth column. He gets 1 vote in the fourth column. And that's all the vote that he gets. 18 plus 6 plus 1, 1925. Good job. You're so fast. Okay, now B. So the first, B got 16. So B is 18 vote from the first column, 7 vote from the second column, and the next one that he get is 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth column he got 1 vote. Okay. Sorry, I'm just saying a word in Chinese. Sometimes that help me count faster. All right, 7. C. C, in the second column, he got 7 votes because he's among the top 2. And the third column, he got 6 votes because C is among the top 2. And the third column, he got 11 votes because 11 people voted him for the top 2. And doesn't get anything on the fifth row, and then 7 votes on the last column. Hold on. 7, 6, 11, 7. So 14, 20, 31. 31 vote for C, right? And D, that's D. The only, okay, D get 11 vote on the fourth column. He was ranked first place, and D got okay, 31 for C, good. D got 7 vote. The last column got good job. You're so fast, Reese. All right, now approval voting. The highest approval vote, the first place for approval voting is C. And sometimes they might ask for the second place. And the second place, might be B. Same goes to Borda Count, okay? For the Borda Count, the candidate that have a highest points after you tally them out is the first place, and then the one that lower than the first one, the next lower one will be the second place, and so on. Okay, you put them in the order, descending order of the point system, give you the descending the order of their preference. Okay, let's see what I have next here. Okay, so that's the end of with reviewing the methods. Now I have a different PowerPoint that I can practice some questions. All right, I just want to move faster so that